Good morning, everyone. I hope you're feeling great and full of energy to kickstart the final day of the Finance Magnates Africa Summit. My name is Despina, and I'm honored to be your host today. I am pleased to welcome you to the first session of the day here at the center stage, Digital Asset Brokerage, Structure, and Artifice. Let's give a warm welcome to our keynote speaker, Andrew Matushkin, Head of Business Development Department at B2 Broker.
Hello everyone, good afternoon, good morning, more like afternoon. Thank you for finding your way here for this presentation. Well, it's a great pleasure for me to be here and speak in front of you. Maybe to start, I would like to give a few of the background of myself, of the company, who we are, what we're doing, so we would be more precise in what I'm going to tell you next. So effectively, B2 Broker, we're a liquidity and technology provider, multi-asset liquidity, regulated, and different technologies, primarily for forex business, crypto businesses. And to be honest with you, founded in 2014, we were one of the first and pioneers in bridging the traditional finance, which you may say is safety brokerage, with crypto. We were one of the first providers of the crypto CFD, wholesale crypto CFD like we are now. We were one of the first who introduces the crypto payments as well for brokerages, FX business, not only of course, but for fintech in general. And this is what led me today for this presentation actually, and this is why I would be in a position of telling you the whole concept of digital asset brokerage house, or you may say crypto brokerage house, because as of this moment of time, if you may all know, there is a new era, that digital asset era or the crypto era we're in. Everything what is happening with the crypto, Bitcoin, ETF, so on and so forth. So yeah, let's start. To begin with, since I mentioned it's a kind of the digital asset era nowadays that we're in, effectively it was started maybe 15, 20 years ago even. Now it's more or less mass adoption. Obviously, we are looking at the nearest future that there would be more regulation, more adoption. But in general, a few statistics, which I normally like to use in advance for you to understand the concept slightly deeper and better. So if you may see on my screen, the first chart over here, this is an actual market capitalization of the Bitcoin, S&P 500, and the total crypto markets. So if you spot from the actually dark blue line, which is the Bitcoin market cap, which is the lowest, obviously. But in general, the total crypto market capitalization barely as well already can be compared with the S&P 500. Same, we pretty much was demonstrated on the level of the volatility or just growth of this market capitalization. And effectively the Bitcoin or the crypto market capitalization for the past year, in 2023, let's say, up to this moment of time, up to March, the statistic is up to March 2024, we can definitely see that crypto capitalization and in general crypto markets is booming, it's growing way faster than the traditional market even. Of course, all of those due to the new regulation, new politics, new contract, ETFs, so on and so forth. But this is where we are now, and I presume pretty much it's just going to be going bigger and bigger and bigger. And on top of that, a few of the charting as well for your representation, how in general it works. So crypto monthly exchanges volume across all of the exchanges of this moment of time in the industry, somewhere close to $3 trillion US dollars. And if we're looking at more like derivative space, some margin side of the thing, the volume of the Bitcoin futures as well, it's growing drastically. Like through the past year, it was doubled, even slightly more, 2.5 more than it used to be. And of course, while both the crypto markets and the S&P 500 railed in 2023, the total crypto market cap was strongly somehow correlated. Please do not consider this as any kind of financial advice, or this is just the statistics we're looking at. Coming a bit forward and speaking about the brokerage variations, I presume majority of you anyhow involved into brokerage business. You may be an IB, you may be a trader, you may be an acting broker, or you may be just exploring the industry in general. So from the perspective of the brokerage, it's really important to understand that the forex broker in the common sense that we are familiar with cannot only be the forex broker. With a few additional components, with a few additional features, the forex broker is going to be transported into digital asset or crypto brokerage. And speaking about the crypto brokerage, I'm not saying that the FX brokerage, which is accepting crypto payments, is effectively becoming a crypto broker. You may say in a certain way, yes, but speaking about the digital assets, it's more on the account denomination. It's more on the side of the risk management for the broker itself. If they have a margin account denominated in crypto, so they bypass these trading conditions to their clients, and effectively the clients, they are not exposed to any kind of the volatility risk. Same as for the broker. You deposit in crypto, you stay in crypto, you trade in crypto, all of your margin calculated in crypto as well. So if we would like just to compare the differences, traditional forex broker consists of, obviously, there should be liquidity provider, there should be the CRM system, trading platform, which is connected to that CRM system, and CRM system is majority of the time is one of the key factors even, because this is the face of your business. This is where the actual clients are going to be onboarded, though what is even more importantly, I would say, is an actual availability of different modules, payment systems, different connections, different modules that would be able to entertain somehow your customer. So your customer will stay with you as long as possible and their lifetime would be prolonged. If we're looking at the actually digital asset brokerage house or crypto brokerage house, this is effectively what can be achieved, and this is what effectively you may achieve. Because in the digital asset or in the crypto space, the brokerage itself, it's no longer a forex brokerage only. Yes, of course, there would be multiple asset classes, 100% for the CFD trading. Yes, of course, there would be a functionality of crypto spot liquidity. There would be a combination between margin and spot trading. It eliminates the risk of the client who made, imagine, you're the broker and your client made a profit of $1,000 in USDT or 1,000 USDTs. Now he's willing to participate in the spot market. He's willing to invest in Bitcoin. Well, no issue. In this case scenario, if you're not offering him this module, he will be just moving funds away from your business and going to one of the biggest exchanges in the world, which is fine. But as soon as you would like to monetize on that, as soon as you would like to have all under one roof in one place, this is the solution you are looking for. All of the integration of the payment system for a variety of clients, for different countries, client bases, client backgrounds, multiple of modules in the CRM system is a necessity, is a must-have. Investment platform, for example, or for instance, the crypto spot trading mechanism as well. Because clients whom they involve with you as the broker, they not necessarily only prefer to trade FX or crypto or gold. They would like to diversify, and this is what effectively the digital asset brokerage house may lead to. And just from the bare statistics, since we've been opening the brokerages and empowering the brokerages for the past 10 years, the brokers who mostly in line with the traditional strategy of forex broker, they have around maybe I would say 3-5 times lower customer acquisition. Because again, the more tools you have, the more tools are provided to you by your provider, the better for your end clients. The more trustworthy you are, the more client base you may cover, and the longer the client will retain with you. So moving a bit forward from like comparison, like a general overview. Here I would like to use an examples of our products and services that we do have in place, just for it to be more realistic, more practice as an example. Obviously, the thing started with a website. The website is a necessity, the website is important, but the website is usually absolutely a separate thing. What really important is the combination of this solution, the combination of products and services. As many as I mentioned before, the more PSP you are able to give them, great. If you're a digital asset space, if you're acting like a digital asset brokerage, crypto is a must. You can't deny the fact that majority of the client, they would still prefer crypto, and this is more cost effective and more beneficial for you as the business. It's way faster, it's way cheaper from the transaction perspective, and effectively there is no limitation. And obviously, it's easier to onboard a customer from that perspective. The CRM system, actually, this would be the core, and this is why our CRM system we call B2 Core, effectively. So it's a core of representation of all of the modules and all everything you have within the brokerage space. If it's integration of the payment system, if it's integration of the trading platform, spot or margin, regardless, the CRM should be capable, or the back office, or you may say admin interface or trader's room for your client should be capable to process that in the most effective and user-friendly way. when the client, without even additional help from the team, from your sales department or maybe account management department, would be able to navigate themselves. This is what brings an actual value, and this is what gives additional utility to that. Obviously, as I informed you before, not only the trading platform matters, the liquidity provision in place, and the actual liquidity. You as the broker, you may have a different combination of different licenses. For example, here in South Africa, if you may know, there are new licenses, new regulation for crypto is coming as well. So that is why under one roof, you may combine multiple of licensing, serving the different variety of customers. From the perspective of the liquidity, obviously you should look at the STP model. Obviously you should look maybe at liquidity provider with the most sophisticated offering on the market with as many asset classes as possible, so on and so forth. We're going to touch base that later. But do not forget, since you're offering the combination, you're not offering only margin trading, you're also offering spot. What matters here as well would be the provider, because you don't want to take this risk on you. In the brokerage, they not necessarily, some of them maybe do, but if you're willing to mitigate the risk, the exposure of the risk being so diversified, obviously you need to look at some of the big names in the spot industry or in the margin industry. Definitely there would be the risk management, definitely there would be an aggregation and distribution models such as maybe 1.0, Prime Exam. Marksman is of the example of ours, hub solution. And obviously the trading platform. Trading platform, of course, as many you have, the better. The more target audience you may capture. Some people, they prefer MT5. Fair enough. Some people prefer MT4 as well. Some people would prefer C-Trader, Trade Local, Dev Expert, any other trading platform. And that is why the solution that you are going to run and the solution that you are going to manage should be flexible. Should be flexible in the number of integration that may be used. Okay, coming maybe a bit more into diving deeper into the concept of the all components that we have just discussed before. From the liquidity perspective and aggregation, again, I would be using an example of B2 Broker, or you may say B2 Prime. How do we do that? So effectively with us, there would be 8 asset classes via one single margin account. What does it mean? The capital efficiency, the usage of the capital of the brokerage business would be effective. You don't need to have your account opened with 10 different providers. We're effectively doing that for you. We aggregate all of the flow to give you an access towards those asset classes. Obviously running from day one an STP straight through processing and an agency model, meaning that there is no hidden cost. The only cost that we're going to implement on the broker, on our customer, is effectively the volume charges, and that's it. The rest, it's all institutional grade. So if you may see from the general scheme, how does it work? We aggregate liquidity from multiple of sources, tier 1 bank, non-bank financial institutions. It's going through some of the golden standard platforms, I would say, whether it's 1.0, Prime Exam, Centroid, Tools for Brokers, Marksman, as the technology itself. This is more like on the technological side of the thing. And then, effectively, the distribution happens. Then you have the takers for that liquidity. The takers, they may be different. The takers may be the same aggregator platforms, or by the takers, or you may say on the buy side, there would be an actual hedge funds, brokers, family offices, prop trading, some of the custom fixed API-based platforms, so on and so forth. It's all based on the fixed API, obviously, Financial Information Exchange Protocol. This is the golden standard, and this is how it is happening nowadays, to be honest with you. From the perspective of the asset classes, I mentioned to you, it would be 8 asset classes, starting with FX, metals, indices, energies, crypto CFD, which were a wholesale of crypto CFD, about 140 different instruments, NDFs as the CFD, ETF, and single stocks or shares. All of them can be available, and this would be great addition to the existing business of yours. And on top of that, if you would be able to combine it with the digital assets. So the people, they're trading multiple of assets, they're generating some profit, they may exchange or invest it in somewhere else. But the key here, that your business is not losing the customer. Your business is not losing the money. The customer still stays with you. Moving a bit forward, the B2 Core, the back office, the front office, the CRM system that I was referring to, what we did, our solution called B2 Core. We've been developing it for maybe for the past 8, even 9 years, even I would even say 10, but on the 10 years ago, it was like more like raw solution. Now it's polished. It has everything you need. It has more than 800 different options, payment options. So imagine if you're a broker and you're looking for a CRM solution, this is a must-have for you. You're effectively taking that, and from that, you're not spending a penny more on the integration. All of the integration, everything that we have been using for more than 200 different clients just for this solution, for the CRM system, is at your discretion. Whether you would be using 10 different trading platforms, 15 different payment systems, all of the KYC modules, the cost still would remain the same. So we truly believe that our solution is the most, should be, any solution effectively should be the most sophisticated and the most complex, covering the whole infrastructure. Our solution as the CRM system can be taken not only by the forex broker, digital asset brokerage house, crypto brokers, prop firms, family offices, custodial wallet infrastructure. In case you're looking to build a custodial app like Trust Wallet, as well, you may do it on top of that solution. It includes all of the KYC modules, IB, trading platform integration, mobile application. So effectively, this is SaaS, right? This is the white label, you may say, or SaaS solution, which is the only thing you need to worry about using that is an actual sales and marketing. The rest would be taken care of, including, obviously, admin panel, user interface, and all of the integration you may think of, they are there. Speaking about the crypto payments, because for the digital assets in general, not only for the digital assets, for the whole trading interfaces or trading venues who's serving clients, this is a necessity to have a variety of different options. And especially if it's coming to the digital assets, it's important to have a provider who will be capable to fulfill all of the potential requirements of your end customers. Again, giving you an example of our solution, B2B and Pay. It's regulated in Europe, in Estonia and Italy. On top of that, we're finalizing some of the arrangement in Middle East, in the United Arab Emirates, where we headquartered. So as of this moment of time, there are two main business models you may run. One, with a conversion, we call it merchant. So more than 65 currencies would be converted into one. They can also be settled to a corporate bank account. Or we can as well do on-ramp and off-ramp, but only on the corporate scale. So it means that if you're a company, if you're using this solution, you have some certain amount of money on your bank account, this can be converted into crypto through the regulated entity. An enterprise solution, which is more suitable for the digital asset brokerage house in a certain way, you may say, because there is no conversion effectively happening. You store what you get, but through the one single account, you'll get an access to these and that. On top of that, the swap interfaces. On top of that, the processing fees as low as starting from 0.3% and lower. So the more you transact, the less you pay. Effectively, the transactions fee is no longer, or the processing fee is no longer the case. No security deposit, no rolling reserve, no chargebacks, so on and so forth. So you take it, you use it. It's open API, by the way, so it can be integrated pretty much anywhere. And you just enjoy all of the functionality. More than 350 different currencies, all 18 main blockchains, 25 stable coins. As well, it's a very good feature because some of your clients, they may be depositing USDT ERC to you, but you would like to withdraw it in Tron. No issue, we will do it for you. We have this support as well. And on top of that, obviously, if you're settling in crypto, it's instant. If you're settling in fiat, it may, like T+1, next day you're going to receive it. This is the swap functionality I was referring to. So all of the currencies that you store may be exchanged by your willingness, by the business owner willingness. In case you believe that this is, imagine you would not like to store your funds in BTC, you would like to use something else, no issue. The whole functionality is there using our marksman for the spot liquidity aggregation and based on the VWAP, volume weighted average price. So in a certain extent, it would be even more competitive, I mean, the exchange rate wise, than you would have an account with an exchange because we do an aggregation. And for the big clips, for the bigger volumes, well, this would be the only benefit on your side. One of the recent addition and one of the game-changing things I would like to discuss and tell you about is an actual BBP, we call it. It's B2Trader brokerage platform. That's a crypto exchange logic, but implemented on the brokerage platform. So effectively working on the Viva basis by pre-execution. You're using this is for spot trading as of this moment of time, but we're going to expand this functionality with CFD and perpetual futures in the next couple of months. Effectively, this one would allow you to offer spot, perpetual, CFDs trading under one roof and do the full risk control of what is going on. Because, again, it's pre-execution. Your client would not be executed unless you would be as the business executed on the level of the liquidity provider. Imagine you have a corporate account with Coinbase, Binance. You're using this platform, you're giving your end client possibility to spot exchange cryptos, but at the same time, you do not run the risk against them, right? You're not a counterparty, you're not a market maker. So the brokerage platform in digital asset, this is how effectively it works. More than 300 different instruments, maybe 3,000, different instruments may be listed. The execution within the platform, it's less than, close to 1 millisecond, maybe slightly more. And then, of course, it really depends. The actual execution would really depends on the type of the risk module that you have, whether it's A or B book, depends. But yeah, the platform is extremely updated, and we're using all of the latest functionality, all the latest developments. Effectively, we're using the same technology that Google does. So just letting you know. Another tool which potentially you may look at is an investment platform. We have it as well that's compatible with MetaTrader 4.5 and CTrader. It's more like an addition model to retain your customer, to give them an ability to follow the masters. And this is how you're building more stronger relationship, and this is how you prolonging the lifetime. And obviously, you're increasing the lifetime value of the customer, because the customer who reach out to you, who just registered with your platform, open a few trades, then he may leave. But here, how you would be able to maintain him. There is a copy trading payment man functionality all in one. You choose. You may set the masters, give them additional benefits. These masters or IBs can bring you clients who will be following them. All of those is covered. One of the most important thing, I guess, is the components of the actual success. So through these different modules, you would be achieving different things like client lifetime, prolonging the lifetime value, the margin and spot trading capabilities, flexible marketing opportunities, because all of those can be inbuilt into the actual marketing strategy of yours. There is a lot of ready-made top IT and cutting-edge technology solution for you, so it's extra stable. You have a more flexibility, legally speaking, because different type of the activities, whether it's spot or margin trading, may be licensed in a different regulation. You're increasing your profitability, obviously, because you're working with one provider instead of working with 50,000. It's an ecosystem approach, right? So it's all complemented, it's all aligned. If you would like to, at a certain moment, you would like to start only with Bitcoin, but then at MT5 and then at BBP, you could do this. And this is the factors you should look at. Crypto, since it's in crypto, the payment, the actual transaction fees, they're extra low, super low. So that is why you're saving something. And obviously, as I mentioned to you before, the only thing that the businesses that would be using this concept should be aware of and should be focusing on, just sales and marketing. The rest would be taken care of. One of the last slides within this presentation is just the ecosystem. We have a B2 broker as the liquidity and technology, B2 prime for the regulated multi-asset liquidity, as I mentioned to you before, 8 or 6 asset classes, depends on the jurisdiction you are facing us with. All of those is tailor-made, all of those is customizable, and effectively, we are building majority of all of the features that we have and all of the developments that we have there, build it for the brokerage's success, not for the sake of being there. All of those can be in real use, and all of those the broker effectively can monetize on that. As of this moment of time, we're headquartered in Dubai. We are multi-regulated and multi-licensed. It's all B2B, if you may understand. 420 or even 30 employees as of this moment of time. 24/7 support and 11 offices around the globe. Effectively, I would be delighted to discuss slightly more with you during the today whole day. I'm there at the booth, so just in case you have any additional questions or any information I would be in the position to provide you with, that would be great. Would really appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful, productive day of the event, and see you at the expo. Cheers.